Hello and welcome students. How are you? I hope you will find at home. So today I am here with a new topic of thermos flask. This is the part of heat and temperature, and we can say heat and its effect. You can see here this is a diagram of thermos flask. So first thing is what is thermos flask? Thermos flask, you must have used this thermos flask when you go to school. You keep water, you use this water bottle to keep cold water cold, and many times you use to when you are going to picnic to carry hot tea or coffee with you. So I think you must have used this. So have you ever thought how this bottle keep the cold water cold and hot tea coffee hot? So today we will understand how it works. So let's start with the structure of the thermos flask. As you can see, this is the outer layer of the bottle. This is known as outer case. After this, you can see here, this is double walled glass vessel. This is double walled glass vessel. After that, these three figures you can see here, these are called supporters. Actually, these are made up of plastic. They can be made up of plastic or cork. Cork is a type of wood. So they are used to keep the glass vessel fixed at its place. And this is a stopper. The main work of the stopper is to restrict the heat from going out. And this is cap. As you know, this is used to close the bottle tightly. Now we will understand how it works, how it keeps the cold water cold and hot tea hot. So as we have learned about the heat transfer, there are three methods of heat transfer. First is conduction. Second is convection. And third one is radiation. So this bottle works on these three methods of heat transfer. Actually, we need to minimize these three processes in this bottle. Then we can keep cold water cold and hot tea hot. Here you can see between the outer case and glass vessel, there is a vacant place here, and between the two glass vessel it is also vacant. So this vacant area is known as vacuum. Vacuum is the place where no air is present. So it minimizes the convection and conduction both. How? Because we know conduction and convection both processes need medium to transfer heat, and there is no liquid and air, anything is present here. So conduction and convection will not take place here. Now we will see how this bottle minimizes the radiation. So here you can see the inner wall of this glass vessel is silvered polish. That's why it is known as silvered wall. Its inner layer is silvered polish and it is very shiny. And as we know, the shiny surfaces are good reflector. So when any heat radiated out by this liquid that is present inside the bottle, so radiated heat will be reflected back to the liquid by this silvered ball. That's by this way radiation will be minimizes. So the structure of bottle minimizes these three processes of heat transfer. By this way, it remains the hot water remains hot for long time and cold water remains cold for long time. Thanks for watching. We will meet in next video with a new topic. Till then, bye bye.